What is up, guys? Product Probes here, giving you guys the most authentic knife reviews on YouTube. Many of you may already know me, but for those who don't, I'm Christian. Let's get into this knife. This is the MC-A003 by Master Cutlery. Haven't done many of these, but this is, I think, first or second one. We may have already uploaded the Mermaid, but if not, go ahead and check that out. We should be uploading that shortly after this video. Pretty sweet little knife, but enough about that. Give you guys a quick little close-up on this knife real quick. It's got your cadmium coated. It's almost like a rainbow dragon knife. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a little bit. All stainless steel, clip point blade. Pretty sweet little knife. Let's get into the review. Alright, so first off, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys another close-up, go over some of the details on this thing. So you've got your cadmium coating, that's a little tongue twister there. And let me tell you what I mean by that. See how it's kind of got that rainbow effect on here on the blade? I don't know if you guys can see that. Almost that metallic rainbow look to it. What they do is, once they get done with making the knife, they'll go ahead and spray it down with cadmium, which is an element. You may have heard of it, maybe not. But it's called a cadmium coating. That's where you get this rainbow kind of effect to it. So that's that right there. The whole knife is stainless steel, so it is a little bit heavy, but it isn't a super big knife, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. You got your clip point blade right here at the top, and what I mean by clip point is, if you start your hand all the way at the top of the blade, follow it down the spine of the knife, it's going to have a real sharp drop off. And usually this and the drop point are the most common. And what I mean by a drop point is it's going to have a more gradual drop rather than that sharp, steep drop right there. And with a clip point, you're going to have a much sharper blade or a much sharper point because of that clip right there compared to a drop point. But good point right there. Real solid belly down here, really large, good for cutting. It is that 440C stainless steel. Got a single thumb stud, and what I mean by that single thumb stud is there's only one right there. The thumb stud helps you open up the knife, but it is an assisted trigger, so you don't even have to use the thumb stud. Usually, sometimes it might lock up, but I really doubt it. See if you get it right here for some reason. Use that thumb stud, open it up, super quick right there. Got your Master Collections logo right there at the bottom. And you got some real nice flames up here at the top. That's what I'm saying, fire dragon. Moving our way down the knife, you got your dragon right there. Real nice handle work in here. The only thing I really don't like about the all stainless steel handles is it gets a little sweaty in your hands after a while compared to like a rubber or a wood or a plastic. So that is my only downfall to having a fully stainless steel, fully aluminum handle, but it's not much of a problem. Got your liner lock down right there, so all you gotta do is slide that in right there, closes up the knife. It's actually really nice, guys. It's a single-handed open and close, super smooth, super fast trigger. Really impressed with this thing so far. Let's keep on working our way down the knife. Other than that, guys, all we've got left is our pocket clip. It seems to be a little bit, yeah, this thing is really beefy, hard to even move with my two fingers. But let's see, I'm really curious to see how this knife's gonna hold up on some sharpness. So let's see if I can't get a couple hairs off of my... Yeah, guys, my hopes are not too high for this knife. Only getting a couple of hairs. Let's see if you guys can even see that. Just a little bit of dead skin and a couple of hairs. Not too optimistic, but let's go ahead, check out and see what we're looking at on some sharpness. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and test that on some paper. Don't have super high expectations, but let's see what we're looking at. So, I'm going to try here. Alright, once it's a little difficult to get in there, but once you get down in there, it's actually not too bad. A little bit of ripping, but it's really not as bad as I really thought it was going to be. Let's try that one more time. So there is a little bit of ripping when you get in there. Let's test this point out. So I'm kind of curious to see what this point's doing. Since it's a clip point, it should have a rather decent point on there. There is a little bit of catch on that point right there, but it's really not too bad. Let's see what the stabbing is on the cut down. Like I was saying, there is a little bit of ripping, but it definitely exceeds the expectations that I first had on this blade. Alright, I actually kind of beat my expectations a little bit. It was a little bit sharper in that paper than it actually was, scraping those hairs off my arm. So that's a little upside to it. I wasn't really expecting it to be super sharp. And for a cheap little, I think this thing was what? Maybe at most $15 on Amazon. It is really not a bad knife. We'll leave that link down in the description, by the way, if you guys want to purchase this knife. But let's go ahead and get further into the review. One thing I noticed was the pocket clip was super sturdy, and I can already tell. I'll give you guys a close-up right here. See how far down that pocket clip is on the knife? I can already tell that's going to be a downside to it, because usually you like to have them real far up on the belt clip. That way you have a real nice concealability to it. But let's go ahead, go check it out, and see what we're looking at in the pocket. Alright, let's go ahead, slide it into the pocket, and see what we're dealing with. So, A little difficult to slide it in, but it is nice and snug. But as you can see, it's a little difficult to get out of the pocket. Show you guys up there here real quick. Lift this up. So one-handed, it's going to tug just a hair, but it is nice in there, nice and secure. And what I mean by that pocket being high up on the, or low on the belt clip is, see all that room that's left over up here on the knife? Because the belt clip is farther down on the actual knife itself. So if it was raised up just a hair, maybe a solid ½ inch, be really nice and concealed to it. But with a long shirt like this, yeah, you're still going to see kind of a bit of the knife right there. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but you can definitely see some of the knife. It does feel a little heavy in the pocket as well when I'm walking around just kind of like this. You can definitely feel it down on in there. Let's see, printing. Pretty decent printing because it is a little bit of a thicker knife, a little bulkier knife. But not much of a deal breaker. Pulls out, the trigger is right there, and you are good to go. Not terribly awful, but they could have done a little bit better job in the belt clip design. Maybe made it up just a little bit higher and, you know, kind of made that belt clip a little less. I guess it's not entirely a bad thing to have it fit in there super snug, but it was a little difficult at times to pull it in and out of your pocket. Really not a super big deal, not a deal breaker, but I wish they would have, you know, just had it up on the belt clip just a little bit higher. One thing I noticed while in the pocket was it felt a little bit heavy. Now, I'm guessing why is because it's a fully stainless steel blade. The handle is stainless steel. Down in there, all stainless steel. Definitely a real durable knife. But one thing I want to check out is the weight and the measurements. Alright, so we got our scale here. Let's go ahead and let it zero out and see what we're looking at on the weight of this blade. Guessing around 6 maybe? 7.69 ounces. Wow. Like I was saying, guys, this thing did feel really heavy in the pocket, and I can see now why. This thing is an almost 8-inch knife, and it's not a super big knife to begin with. Maybe 8 inches total. Let's see what we're looking at on the measurements. Alright, total length of the blade is going to be right at 8 inches. So like I was saying, yeah, this definitely a little more heavy than the 8-inch knives usually are. The length of the blade, you're looking around 3.5 inches, and closed you should be around 4.5. Yep, 4.5 inches. So about average size knife, but the weight on it is a little bit above average. Let's go ahead and get into some more detail. Alright guys, as I was showing you, it's a pretty heavy knife, so that is another downside to the knife. I mean, it's a pretty cool knife, really cool actually, just because it's got the cadmium coating. It's pretty cool. Give you guys another close-up on this thing, show you guys what I mean. It is I wouldn't honestly use it as an everyday carry knife, just because how heavy it is, how heavy it is in the pocket, and how much the concealability is on it. But it is a cool knife to have. Definitely a durable knife, being that it's all stainless steel. Really cool looking knife. Got your dragon up here. Got your flames right up there on the blade. Got your clip point. Single thumb stud. All stainless steel. Assisted trigger. So it is really fast. I got to give it that. It has to have a nice, smooth, clean trigger on there. Show you guys that one more time. Open and close. All with one hand. No problem. And a hefty belt clip or pocket clip on the back. So it is a simple knife, but it is a little bit heavy, so definitely not the best EDC, but it is a cool knife. I'll leave that link down in the description if you guys are going to go check it out. Like I was saying, it is the MC-A003 by Master Cutlery. Pretty cool knives. Go check them out. They've got an assortment of really cool knives. We just got a bunch of new ones in. I'm not sure if you guys checked it out on the Hangout. We actually went over some of the knives we're going to start doing that we just got in the mail. A couple of them are Master Cutlery. Pretty cool. Go check out that. What's it called? Go check out the Q&A. Had a lot of fun. Be sure to tune in this Friday night. After the Friday night knife giveaway, and if you guys don't know what that is, every single Friday night we give away a knife just like this. All you got to do is subscribe, like the video, and comment on the video, and you'll be eligible to win a knife like this every single Friday night. And then after the Friday night, what we're just starting to do, we got our live stream set up. So every single Friday night, we're doing a live stream, kind of hangout, Q&A after the Friday night knife giveaway, just to kind of get in tune with our subscribers. They can ask us all these questions if they have any questions about any of the knives we're doing, or anything we got going on. Just let us know. It's a lot of fun, guys. Go check it out. Be sure to be there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that is it for this one.